session is do have three particular segments. The first segment is going to be the segment where I get to ask some introductory questions to our guests from Tortle Ninja, and he gets to answer those questions. The second segment is the segment where we have picked some questions from our community Discord, already submitted questions, where we'll be asking the guest, and he will be giving us the answers. And the last segment. All right, the last segment is the live session where we shall be having the community come up to ask the questions to the guest. So, hello, sir, from Turtle Ninja. Please do well to do an introduction of yourself and tell us what you do for Turtle Ninja.
And Tortle is a visual programming language for DeFi. With Tortle, you can mix the power and the functionality of different protocols like GMX, Balancer, SushiSwap, and soon Camelot, BeFi. Well, a lot of parts of the Arbitrum ecosystem to create DeFi strategies. So with Tortle, you can not only bundle transactions, that means that you can enter about or provide liquidity or enter a position in GMX, but also you can automate how that strategy will work over time based on parameters. So on Turtle, you can do things like you can, by example, enter a position on GMX, a long and short, and later configure visually a parameter that will exit the position before the liquidation happens. So you can program it visually just with our interface. We will also take care of all the gas expenses of the recipe, and you can basically automate all the flow. This GMX integration is just one of them, but you can do many more mixes. Basically, you can provide liquidity or get into a farm or into a vault, and based on price or in profitability or in different parameters, exit and enter liquidity on different products, just creating a workflow. It's very easy, and I believe it's a unique opportunity for many users who doesn't have code expertise to create their tailored strategies who can get profit from the market no matter the market conditions. And I think basically Tortle is that. So it's
Awesome, buddy. Awesome, buddy. Before you go further, I would like maybe a personal introduction. Maybe tell me your name and the name of the other speaker.
yeah, I'm Javi Blanco Thomas, and as I told you, I'm the CEO of Tortle. If you want to know about my background, I have been doing software for about maybe almost 20 years. So I started working with different firms, and later on I created my first company, Glue Digital, about 12 years ago. Glue Digital is a software consultancy firm that works for Fortune 500 clients. We work for clients like Inditex, eBay, PayPal, AXA, Carrefour, Securitas. On the last years, Glue Digital has been doing some software related to cryptography and security. So most of the technical team is really interested on that. So for us, getting into the crypto space was a natural thing, and Tortle started almost as a side project I made just as a kind of game, something like that. So something we didn't. I just use it. I just create the first interface for my personal use, and after working on it for several months, I just talked with my team on Glue Digital to start to create an interface and to make it better. And soon after that, I just show it to some friends. They watch. They give us some new ideas and so. And after that, we just say, okay, let's show it on a conference, and we just show it. And from that to our first seed round, I think just maybe 3 months happened, and everything was so fast. So we just got some incredible support from some nice investors, advisors, and so. And just about 2 years later, here we are. We are a team of about 12 people working on Tortle. And even if the market is like it is, we are pretty happy with what we have achieved. In my opinion, Tortle is one of the most sophisticated DeFi projects out there. Uh, you only get to know it when you go into it. So I really advise everyone in this AMA to try to dig
Cool,
on the product because it's
cool, man.
a great effort from the team, and I think a very useful team for every DeFi user.
Cool, man. Cool, man. Yeah. So talking about DeFi, you mentioned, I think I was going through your website, and then on the website you mentioned all DeFi in just one place. So I want you to maybe tell us how you get to manage to put all DeFi in one place, and how the investors listening could benefit from Turtle Ninja.
Oh yeah, sure. Basically on Tortle, what you can find is as for now in Arbitrum we have listed about three dexes, about 300 liquidity pools, something like that, more than 100 assets, and maybe another 100 different investment products from different protocols. So basically, you can access almost well, not all the assets on Arbitrum, but maybe in a couple of months, maybe you can access on total the 50% of all the liquidity and all the assets present on Arbitrum, and just play with them inside of our interface. And not only that, it's not only that Turtle can give you access to all these protocols, all this liquidity, and all these assets. It's also that you can augment what you can do with them by a powerful automation tool. So on Turtle, you can do things like imagine you want to create a portfolio of meme coins, something like that, something some users will like to do. So on Turtle, you can create a sort of indexed fund with maybe 12 coins, and you can hold them, and as our suite is continuously tracking the price of all those assets, you can hold them till they drop in value or even when they go up in value. So you can create a dynamic portfolio that only hold the best coins, things like that, or everything you can imagine on DeFi, you can do it on Turtle. Sometimes we are surprised on how our users got creative and do different things. But if you can think on any strategy to beat the market, you can do it on Tortle. And that's basically how you can interact with all these protocols.
Awesome, 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 awesome. So yeah, before we quickly move into further of the introduction segment, for you, have you ever made a recipe on the Turtle app? And if you have done that, could you tell us about your experience and how it was for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I have made I don't know if thousands but hundreds of recipes on Turtle. I'm the first tester and not only the designer of the application, but also I love to try the product, and I think there is no day I create an experiment on Turtle. The experience on Turtle, so, well, what we have tried to do is to eliminate all the friction. So on DeFi, there is a lot of friction. So just to provide liquidity on a liquidity pool, a user have to do a bunch of clicks on different parts of the website, on different websites. So the DeFi has interaction, an interface problem. With Turtle, we are between many other functionalities. We are simplifying that. If you want to provide liquidity, or go into a structured product like a vault or well any structured DeFi product, on Turtle we will do almost everything for you. So you only have to provide any coin from the more than 100 assets we manage, and we will do all the exchange of coins, all the movements in just one operation. So you can access sophisticated DeFi products without having to lose your time and paying gas and so and so and so. So it's the experience. What we have tried to do is to simplify the DeFi experience and try to get the attention on the user, on the execution and definition of the strategy, not on being going into different parts of a website, depositing liquidity, moving the tokens from part to part, which in my experience as a DeFi user before starting with Tortle was a bit well, not a nice experience. So we had tried also to solve that.
Awesome. Awesome. I want us to go further with this. Could you maybe tell us, do you think in your own side right now, do you think that Turtle Ninja will make like Arbitrum gain more investors and users? Because I see Arbitrum is going to really in future Arbitrum is really going to do well. So do you think Turtle Ninja will make Arbitrum gain more investors and more attention because of Turtle Ninja?
Well, Arbitrum has a nice chunk of attention and users on DeFi, so it's actually a very alive ecosystem. But I believe we thought that we will try our best to do so. Of course, with Tortle you can automate and augment your capabilities as an investor. So on every protocol you can interact. With Turtle, you can do things that are impossible to do it if you do it only with the protocol. So I hope, I really hope, uh, we can get the Arbitrum users to a new level with Turtle. I hope we are working every day for that. Not me, but the rest of the team to make the ecosystem. We are working with the protocols. We are integrated with the guys at GMAs at Camelot and so on. So we are talking on a constant basis to be integrated with them, and also to soon we will start to work on the version 2 of GMX, and yes, we are part of the ecosystem, and we want to be here. Yeah.
Well, that's very beautiful. Getting to see your contribution to Arbitrum getting more attention, and then I'm talking about attention. I noticed going through your Twitter. I noticed that you had so much of users and testers when it came to your beta testing. So, what do you think you should do to reach out to more users? I would also like Oxland to answer maybe when you are done, because I see he's the content creator for Total. So, what do you think should be done to reach out to more users?
Well, that's a good question and also hard to answer. We first we were really surprised by the number of applicants of our closed beta test. We just reached about 16,000, something like that, which is we cannot accept so many. So basically, we were doing batches of 20 users every time, because the number of beta testers we need for closed beta is limited. So we were really surprised by those numbers. And right now, I think in about 2 days we will open our beta. We will have open beta on Tuesday. We are just making some fine tuning on the app so our users can have a better experience and so. And we hope everyone to make the best from Tortle. And we are constantly talking with our community. Normally on private channels, I try to get a lot of feedback from them. Sometimes Tortle is not the easiest software to use, so it has certain learning curve, uh, which we have tried to make it as easy as possible. But DeFi right now, and to make the best of DeFi is requires a sophisticated investor. And with Turtle, you can become that in a very easy way. So you only have to play with the protocols and see what to do and when to do it. And what we are trying with the community to grow our numbers is to basically listen to our first users. If there are some people from the community here, and I guess some of them have give us some feedback that we have implemented as soon as possible. So maybe some of them can say something about that. And we're just doing that. Just listen carefully to our first users and try to get feedback from them and to deploy everything we see that could benefit the product.
Cool, cool. I don't know, hey Oxlam, do you have maybe something more to say? Because I see that you're the content creator, so maybe you may have more um to say on this matter in terms of getting to have more users of the Total Ninja platform.
Well, I'm okay. I just wanted to remark that we'll open our beta next Tuesday, so you can just from that point you can just go to turtle.ninja and to enjoy the platform.
All right, all right, all right. So everyone do well to check out Total platform, and I believe you are gonna see very, very relevant details for you to um, use. Quickly, let's move further for the introduction. I have a few more questions before we move into the community questions. So yes, talking about the relevance of Tortle, do you think that Arbitrum will be most used would be the most used layer two in Ethereum? What do you think about that? Just a personal thought right now.
Okay, can you repeat the question? Sorry, I was not able to hear it correctly.
All right, all right. I said about Arbitrum and the relevance of to Turtle. Do you think Arbitrum will be the most used layer two in Ethereum?
Yeah, totally. So with Turtle, you can take the best from the ecosystem, take the best from different protocols and liquidity pools, tokens, BAUs, and perpetual dexes, and just create new products and create new strategies on top of that. So basically, I really think many Arbitrum users will benefit from Turtle because most of the things that can be done with Turtle, I think I really believe you cannot be done with any other platform out there, which has been Turtle has been extremely complicated to develop. So I think there are some developers from Turtle here, at least one or two. So I really think they can talk a little bit about that because it has been extremely complicated to make. So the DeFi is very experimental in many ways. Protocols normally are small teams and there are no clear rules. Some protocols are not made to be composable, like GMX. GMX is not made to be composable. So building on top of that has been extremely complicated. And we believe there is nothing on the market right now which can do the same as Turtle. So of course. We are creating a unique value proposition on Arbitrum and on all DeFi, as far as I know.
Awesome. Awesome. So, yes, I want to further push questions into the token and the market at large. So, could you tell us when should the token generation event of Tortle be? When should we expect the TG of the Tortle token?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I receive some questions about that almost every day. So we will launch the token on Q4. We still don't have a clear TGA, but it will be 99%. It will be this year. This year at some point on the fourth quarter of the year. But
Cool.
we will announce it with time enough to everyone to see where we will launch and so on so on so.
Awesome, awesome. So everyone do well to put on your notification for Turtle Ninja so that we would know when the launch would be. So yeah, I'm pushing further about the market. Just a quick one. When do you think we will start to see more light in the market?
That's a good question. Also, of course, I don't have a clear answer for that, but I don't know. I believe uh, DeFi and crypto cannot be uninvented. It's one of the most powerful technological stack humanity has made so far. So eventually things will go up. I don't know exactly when, because there are many forces moving like trying to favor crypto and other forces trying to do the opposite. And there is a bunch of guys with a lot of power and a lot of liquidity, and there is also the governments and politics, lawyers, a lot of things. So the scenario right now is pretty chaotic. So it's pretty hard to see when the market will recover, but it will do because it's like I don't know. When I compare crypto to TradFi, to traditional finance, I just see a car and a horse. So, of course, on the long term, the car will win because it has a better technology. And that's what's happening on DeFi. DeFi and crypto has also things that make it a bit more unique. So on DeFi and on crypto, everything is kind of permissionless, and everything is open. Also, the code of almost all the core protocols on DeFi is open. It's open source. So what happens is that they got attacked very often. But if you see that on the long run, what you will see is that the protocols that doesn't receive any attack on these circumstances, they will um, they will be considered at some point really safe. So what's happening right now on DeFi is a kind of evolution, a forced evolution. So eventually, these characteristics crypto and DeFi has will make it the core of the future financial system. I don't have any other opinion on that. I'm really clear on that. So and when that will happen, I don't know. What I really know is that inside of every financial institutions, there are a lot of people who have the same opinion as me, as have many people on this AMA. So that will change. But when? Well, maybe that's the question everybody is doing. I really don't know. I hope it's as soon as possible, of course, because the market conditions right now are just creating a lot of a very chaotic situation on many protocols and on many networks. But this is just a resistance game. So people who resist these bad moments will be the winners of the next cycle.
Awesome, awesome. I think we got to ask this question to someone, and he said, "Only God knows." So let's keep our fingers crossed and our hopes high to see something good happen in the market. So lastly, I want to ask you more of a personal question. Do you have anything else in your portfolio other than ARB? And what is your largest position?
Well, good. Basically, right now, the asset I'm more bullish on is Bitcoin and Ethereum, both of them. I just because Bitcoin because it's Bitcoin and it will go up, of course, and Ethereum because basically because Arbitrum and all the other L2. So eventually, and probably on the next cycle, most of the transactions on DeFi and on crypto will be done on top of Ethereum. So, well, that's very powerful. So that are my biggest bags so far. It's very classic, something like that. Sorry, I'm more focused on developing than on trading, also. So I'm not really into trading. But if you ask me which assets I'm more bullish on, I will go into something like that, into Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for that. All right. Hey, lovely. You want to go on with the community questions now?
Hello, hello. Hi, sir.
Hello.
Let's see. We have some question also posted from the people right in the Discord channel. So we already picked some of the best question for you. So shall we start?
Mhm.
Okay, so one of our community member asked you that could you provide more details on how the new profit percentage of 2% will benefit investors? And are there any specific condition or requirement for investors to take advantages of the gas expenses being covered by Total Ninja?
Well, those are very good questions. To the first one, uh, on every transaction of Turtle, when we start any recipe, what we do is we take the 0.2% of the volume, and we just put that liquidity on a DEX and buy some Turtle tokens and later burn it. So uh, that benefits all investors and all the hodlers on Turtle, because on every operation on Turtle there's a burn operation also. So basically, Turtle is almost all the time buying Turtle tokens from the market and burning it. That's willing to create deflationary a deflationary trend that will make the turtle be more scarce over time and go up in value. Also, regarding the second question, on the short term, we are just paying the gas for the transactions and so and so. But on the long term, we have some plans to start to do certain operations with the gas payer. When we move, very soon we will move into a account extraction, into a total account extraction. So Total will be paying all the gas for all the fees for all the users. And on top of that, we can create a system to arbitrage with the gas fees and make another revenue stream for that. So we can also make cheaper for the user to operate with Tortle. But that's something we are just thinking. I'm just working on it on a very theoretical way. I think there are some other projects doing something similar. So maybe on the next over the next year we will be releasing our plans regarding that, because it's a very interesting topic. But maybe it's better to move it 6 or 9 months in the future.
Understand, understand. And yeah, surely like profit percentage of 2% will benefit investors. That's great, that's great. And also listeners, if you want to know more about the Total Ninja, check out their documentation like white paper website, etc. So yeah, let's move ahead. So you mentioned on your website that we can navigate your platform without any coding expertise. So can you explain like how you were able to give out all this feature to user without needing their coding experience? And can you explain why most of the feature recipe APY are drastically down?
Well, another two good questions. When when we talk about no code, what we are saying is that most of the automations you can do on Turtle, you can do it by code. If you are able to code scripts on Python or on any other scripting language, of course you can automate you can do similar things to Turtle, and many traders do. So if you see many, a huge percentage of the volume on DEXs is created by bots, which are programmed by someone. With Turtle, you can do something similar, but without knowing how to code. So basically, you can compete with those bots to beat the market and to make profits. On Turtle, what we have tried is to get the most used parameters and operators and ideas to make the best from the market, like price feeds, time, profitability, uh, and create items you can move and you can design so you can replicate what a guy with knowledge of coding can do on a canvas. So you don't have to code anything, and that that is very powerful. I think some people some of our users used to code their own bots. Right now they are using Turtle because it's much more easy and much more safe. So yeah, I think our approach is pretty interesting. Also, referring to your second question, well, we try to be super transparent when we measure the APAs of the and APRs of the of the recipes. And right now, the market, especially on altcoins, is going really down. So of course, we display bad bad APRs, but it's part of our commitment not to disguise the revenues. No, so I think one of the key points of Turtle we have not talked about is about that. So we can measure the APR of our recipe without being part of the protocol, because I think that sometimes when you go into a protocol, they have an incentive to make the products look like more profitable than they are. So sometimes, even if the APR is negative, you will see a positive APR on which what they offer. With Tortle, as we are permissionless and we don't own those protocols, we can measure the APR on a more independent way. So well, that's also why many recipes and strategies are getting bad results, because we are going with the market. Even if so, right now with the integration of GMX, you can go against the market. So you can profit the market to go up. If you see our private beta, you will see many recipes with good APRs, and some of them has to be with betting against the market.
Cool, cool. Very well explained, sir. So, yeah, I have last question before we moving ahead to the live segment. So, last question says like, I read that Tortle Ninja offers its user tools to effortlessly create, build, and optimize their DeFi strategies. So, I would like to ask, are there guides to help new users come up with these strategies? And also, can users with almost no DeFi experience use Tortle Ninja?
Oh, yes. For that, we have made about, I think we should have about 20 videos on YouTube with different tutorials. So if a user wants to start building strategies with Turtle and they don't have extensive experience on DeFi, I will recommend to start with those videos. You can see videos of about 1 minute, 2 minutes to start with the more basic, and later on you have another videos and also articles on Medium or just dig a bit on Twitter to go into more sophisticated strategies. On top of that, I strongly recommend to ask us on our Discord. So all the team has a lot of experience working with the platform. With the platform, we have a very good team of moderators on Discord, and they will be really happy to help any user onboarding and to understand more the platform and to resolve any doubt can appear. So we are really eager to go into new users and to help them to understand the product and to make the best from it.
All right, all right. So, listener or audience, you can check out the YouTube of Total Ninja, where a lot of tutorial video are already posted by the team. So you can check it out. So yeah, another question or a little question for you can say. I also got a little confused with how the nodes work on Total Ninja. Do you mind talking a little bit more about this?
Yes, of course. You have to understand a total recipe, a total strategy recipe like a river. So the liquidity starts on one point, that is when the user adds some funds. And later on, the user can do different operations with it. Like you can split the capital into two streams, like a river does when it splits into two different rivers. You can also put different nodes, move your liquidity into a liquidity pool, into a farm, into a structured product like a vault, into a future. And after any of those operators of those nodes, what you can create is a condition to evolve your strategy. Evolve your strategy means that, okay, I want to provide liquidity on this liquidity pool that has a good APR until I start to have losses on my position. So when that happens, I want to retire my money and I want everything on Bitcoin or on stable coins or whatever, or move to another pool or move to another product. That's how Turtle works. So you can create a workflow that works like a river and some stoppers that we have called combo triggers that waits for certain on-chain and off-chain conditions to perform further operations. So that's basically the work. With Turtle, you can do exponential recipes and exponential strategies. So based on that, you can do whatever you want with that.
Okay, got it, got it. And thanks for the clarification, actually. And yeah, that's nice. And that was it from the community part. And people, you just need to stay tuned and support them also to know more about their update and future plan by joining their social link, actually. So now it's time to start our third segment, which is the live audience. So are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so in this segment, I will unmute some of the speaker or audience, and they will ask you the question. So, yeah, we have first speaker, Peter. Peter, go ahead, ask your question.
Awesome, awesome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me good?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah,
Thank you,
go ahead.
Peter.
Awesome. Nice project, nice presentation. I've been listening. Matter of fact, I've been following the project since when the information came out about this AMA, and I've been seeing that the project really has a good idea, right? But I do have some complicating questions that I really want to know, because I'm not clear on those parts, but on those parts yet. And the first thing I really want to ask is that, what are the primary structural strategies that you have prepared for this particular Turtle Ninja to clone strategy? Because when you talk about cloning strategy, it means you have the ability to tell what will happen, how the market will derive, how the market will go, right? And while we are going on in the AMA, I believe Zedek was the one that asked the question that, when do you think we're gonna see more light in the crypto world, right? And as a strategist, you weren't sure about where to come to the answer. So the question I'm asking is this: how do I trust the strategy that Turtle Ninja is releasing if, I don't really know the primary structures that was created for it? Do you understand that?
Well, yeah, that's an interesting question. Thank you, Peter, for it. Well, understanding and following the market is always complicated, especially on these days. Uh, but Turtle cannot make it by itself. Cannot make it, the users itself successful investors. That cannot happen, of course. I cannot promise that. But what I can give, what our protocol does, is to give you more capabilities than the average market user has. So look at the market this day that is moving up and down on a very fast fashion. So with Turtle you can automate. So if the market goes into a position, you can automatically do this, and if the market goes into another position, you can automatically do that in a very short period of time. So even if Total cannot assure that your bags will go up, you have more tools than the average investor, which uh, eventually will come out to a better result. So I hope that answer your question.
Yes, yes, yes. That's very much answers my question. Yeah, which also stir up this concerning question. I noticed that on your website you have a news feed talking about the whole market structures of the DeFi market. Right now, what I'm more interested about, although these features are awesome, but what I'm more interested about is that when you launch Turtle Ninja on Trust Wallet, it connects under Phantom network, not Arbitrum. So I want to know, what are the things that V2 is coming with that V1 is currently lagging?
Yeah. Turtle started on Phantom time ago, and we are expanding to our region right now. Yes, as for now, until Tuesday, that we will launch the open beta, or application or open application is only available on Phantom. So we will launch on Tuesday for all our region users. Also, if you're a mobile user, if you're accessing it through Trust Wallet, you will see that the total experience on mobile is a bit different from the total experience on desktop. We have tried to make a different application on mobile, so it's easier to invest and to do things on Turtle. So I'm really glad you are a user of Trust Wallet, because it's one of the wallets we are compatible with, and I really hope you had a great experience as soon as we launch on Arbitrum. That will be next Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah. I think you skipped the other part. I said what are the V2 coming with that the V1 is currently lacking?
Yeah. Well, you will have all the like I don't know, maybe 6 7 protocols on Arbitrum. You will have the integration with EMX that will let you automate perpetual dexes and longs and shorts, and also like maybe 2 3 months of development work with a ton of new features. I have not everything on my mind right now, but I promise I will make a post about it this week, so you can have a good recap of what has changed on Tortle on the last months.
All right, cool, cool. Thank you very much for your honest answers. I'm really grateful for being sincere about the project. I do have more questions, but I'm gonna drop by the team and I'm gonna give you my questions. All right. Thank you very much again, lovely Zedek. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Peter. And just if you have more questions, just come to our Discord. I will be happy to talk to you at any moment.
All right, thank you, Peter. Next, we have up here Rafsan. Go ahead, ask a question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my question is, a project community is one of the most important aspects of its success. How do you plan to expand your community globally?
Oh, well, that's a really good question. I'm not an expert on community building. We have some friends here at the at the project more focused on that task. But on my opinion, and this is just my opinion, what I just want is to listen to the community. So that's as a CEO, that's what I want to do. I try to listen to my team and also to the community to see what they think about the product, what they think about the project, how we can make it better. And I think basically that's my whole point on that. Just try to listen and try to get the best feedback we can and implement it on our protocol. That's on the long term, I think that's the key to success, just to understand what your users need and try to fulfill it.
All right. All right, Afsan. Hope you got your answer. So next we have Saber. Go ahead, ask a question.
Hello, Saber.
Hey, Saber, you are a speaker now.
Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Yeah, my question is, what are some specific examples of mainstream products and services that your project envisions users being able to conveniently spend to invest in using your cryptocurrency holdings? And how does the strategy contribute to the broader adoption of cryptocurrencies?
Well, actually, a very broad question and very interesting. So, uh, basically, with Turtle, you can create, we can call it new DeFi products by mixing other products. So, you can create a kind of derivatives on top of derivatives and a kind of options on top of structured products and a kind of options on top of derivatives, which makes it really powerful. We don't have name for everything you can create on Turtle right now, and I have speak about that with many guys versed on finance, and it's hard to put a name on everything you can create with Turtle. But I think great ideas and great products and great outcomes will come in the future from our protocol, because you can mix almost everything. And when it comes to our token, if you see what we have published so far and what we will publish maybe on the next week, you will see that the Tortle token is at the center of our platform. So On every operation, I don't want to get super deep on that, but I think you can review it on the papers. But on every operation on Tortle, what we have trying is to the token to be on the middle of everything. So by one side, every time there is an operation, there is a quantity of our token that got burned that got burned, and decreasing the total supply. And at the same time, we have created a restaking vault that generates a kind of insurance product. So every Tortle liquidity provider can just stake those LPs into a special vault to receive some Tortle tokens. And what they are doing with that is that they are creating an insurance pool which will create an insurance product for all the ongoing total operations. So I think it's great if you can read about it because it's a bit long to explain right now. But in short, the total token is at the middle of the small ecosystem we are creating. I hope that's enough.
I hope Saber got her answer because he faced some network issues, so she is not available right now as a speaker. So let's move ahead. We have another speaker named Aurup. Go ahead, ask a question.
Hello.
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 So, so my question about the token. Is there a timeline or plan for the release of Total Ninja's native token Total, and how will it be used within the platform?
Yes, the total token TA will be at some point of this year. I hope on the fourth quarter. So, and also when it comes to the utility of the token, we have published some documentation about it, and we will publish a bit more on the following weeks. But as I have said before, basically our token what it does is every time there is an operation on Turtles, somebody executes a strategy. There is a quantity, a 0.2 percent of the volume of that operation that we just buy Turtle token and send those BAU tokens to a Barn address. Also, another part, 0.2 and a 0.1 of the volume of the recipe, just go to different parts of the application to make it safer and also to contribute to the run by of the product of the project. So, what I have said before that the token tries to be at the center of the ecosystem and try to uh, increase in value over time as more people use the platform.
So, which blockchain are you planning to launch the token on?
Basically, we were use layer zero infrastructure, and of course our main network will be Arbitrum, which is right now where we are planning to do most of our operation. Eventually, we will launch on more networks, but Arbitrum will be a key network course.
Thank you. So, can I ask one more question?
Yes, please.
How does Total Ninja work, and how can users share and collaborate on DeFi strategies?
Well, on Turtle, you can assume two different roles. As you can create the strategies, and you can publish it, and you can make other use it. In the short term, you will be able, if you create the strategies and you make it public, you will be also able to profit from that. And the other thing you can do on Turtle is just to clone strategies made from other guys. So you can go into our platform, just browse, try to look for something that you like, and just take the strategy, clone it, and instead of starting from scratch, you can use other people's strategy. So that's the two different users we have. One is more active, one is more, and the other is just, okay, I'm watching some good API here, and I just going to copy this strategy or maybe to evolve it a little bit. So we have these two different roles. You can do as if you feel like comfortable creating your strategies, it's okay, and if you feel comfortable just clone other people's strategies, is also great. I hope that that's enough for your question.
Hey, Europe, are you here?
Yeah. I had a call. I have one more question. So you,
No, no.
uh,
Buddy, you can ask in their community link. So sorry because we have a time limit. I'm so sorry for about that. About that, you can drop those question in their community, and they will definitely reply you.
Of course, just come to our Discord, and we will talk. It's perfect.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you, Europe. So yeah, next we have BNB Pisa. Go ahead, ask a question.
Hello, am I audible?
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can hear you, please.
Okay. Okay. I have a question. Like, apart from strategies, is there any chance to launch Turtle Ninja NFTs in the future?
Well, that's a good question. We're thinking on that, and I'm even if Tortle is not an NFT project, uh, we were thinking about launching a special edition on NFTs for certain users to give them special privileges. But I don't want to talk much about it because it's a thing we are still implementing. But count on maybe some kind of NFTs on Turtle on the short term. I'm extremely interested on the on what NFTs can do well used, not only to display pictures, which is okay, but that doesn't fulfill the potential, no. So yeah, we will experiment with that in the short term.
Thanks, man. Great answer.
Thank Thank you.
Okay, thank you, BNB. Next speaker we have Dr. Chemist. Go ahead, ask a question.
Hello, am
Hello.
I audible?
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah. I can hear you.
All right, thank you. My question is about your community. Like, how can we, the community, contribute to the growth and the development of your project? Like, do you have any opening ambassador program that we can actually join in order to progress your project?
Well, as for now, I think we don't have such a program, but some of our users are what we're asking to the community is to try your platform, give some feedback, and also just tell us what they think and how we can make their DeFi experience better. So uh, if you want to help Tortle, to help our team on the journey, I would just recommend to be an active user and to provide feedback and just show us what you think and what you like and what you don't like on the platform. That's the most important thing, in my opinion. Maybe people on my team have a different have a different answer for that. As for me, that's a more important role. I hope that that answer your question.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, and I will keep following your project. So I wish you guys best of luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Dr. Chemist. Next speaker, RB7. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. My question is, what benefits can you promise from us sorry, what benefits can you promise from your project to us in the long term and short term?
Oh, can you repeat the question? I was not able to hear it correctly.
Yeah. What benefits can you promise from your project to us in the long term and short term?
Well, that's an important question. What we can do? Basically, I don't know how to answer, but we have been building this project for the last 2 years. When we started Tortle, the market and everything on crypto look pretty happy, which was great. Right now, things are getting more complicated, and what we have done so far is to keep building and to keep making the product better and keep focusing on delivering a good experience, a good product, and also to just research the market all we can to stick to what's new on DeFi, what we can do, and how we can make a better experience. A better experience. So basically, what I can promise to everyone is that we will continue building no matter what, because we like to do it. I think one of the most important thing on the team on Total is that everyone loves the project and what we do. So we will continue building no matter what happens with the market or whatever. That's the only promise I can make. So I hope that's enough.
Yeah. Thank you. I have one more question. Can I ask?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. What is your upcoming update development and plan? How do you generate income? What is your revenue model?
Yeah, about the but our next developments will be right now our team is working on the Camelot integration. Also, we are working on the Pancake Swap, on the BeFi integrations on Arbitrum. Camelot is the more important because of the assets they have and everything. They are an Arbitrum native project which has a great performance so far. And that's on the very short term, but we'll do. But we have many more, and our roadmap is public, so you can go on the documentation and access it. And can you repeat your second question, please? Because I forgot.
I'm sorry, sir. He faced some network issue.
Oh, sorry, because I just get focused on the first one and I forgot the second one. Sorry.
It is something about the revenue model, I think.
The revenue one, yeah. Um, it's explained on our documentation too, but basically our revenue model is that there is a 0.1% of the volume of every operation that go to our development fund, and also there is another 0.5% of the profit of a recipe that also goes to our dev fund and to the guest payer. So basically, uh, the, uh, the, the, the development fund and the revenue model is linked to that. What we wanted to do is the project not to survive selling their tokens, which is not really fair, but to make something on crypto that on the long term can be profitable by itself, like a normal business.
Mhm. Got it. And hope our speaker got his answer. So, yeah, our last speaker of today's space is Leah. Go ahead, ask a question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, my question is, how does the Total Ninja plan to achieve adoption and gain user or customer?
Well, that's a good question. I think, as always, the key on that point is to provide a unique value, and that's what we have tried to do on all this time, just to create a, a unique value proposition that is hard to copy, hard to reach, and that's is that what we are trying to do, a good product. And for me, of course, there is a marketing team that is doing a great job, and also building our community, making it grow. But if you ask me, the way to gain more users and to be relevant on the ecosystem is to have the best product go there, and that's what we are trying to focus right now. So I hope that answer your question.
Yeah, great, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Leah. And yeah, thank you, sir, for answering this question and clearing the doubt of our listener. A very great detail. And yeah, I would like to thanks every listener who listened this wonderful AMA session. So anything you want to share to our community or any closing remark?
Well, I just want to thank everyone for listening to this AMA, and I wish just to say thank you to ANDAO for this opportunity, and also to everyone. Just this Tuesday we will have our open beta on Arbitrum, so just go there and go into the product. We will love to know what you think about it, and what we can do better, and so on, so on, so. So thank you so much for coming.
Awesome, awesome. And thank you so much to the whole team of Tortle Ninja. Also, listener, if you have any questions or need any assistance with anything related to the project, feel free, ask those questions, drop those questions for them on their social links. Follow them. Also, you can find links on and Twitter or Discord. And
Right.
yeah, thank you so much for your precious time. So,
Thank you, guys. I had a great time with you today. Thank you so much for your questions. Bye bye.
yeah, bye bye. Have a great day. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye, lovely.